What is up, everybody? Good morning. We're back here in the DF fabrication shop, and this is kind of a sequel to the last video we did on the lightweight brake kit that we're going to be coming out with. Last video we did was on the F550 / Super 60 knuckles, and I wanted to just do a little quick one on the F350 because I think that's going to be the biggest kit that's going to be going out of the shop, just because more people are running that knuckle than the F550. And I want to touch a little bit on the earlier 99 to 04 knuckles. So let's get started. Anyways, this is the F550 knuckle here. It is a little bit smaller than the F550, but obviously bigger than the 99 to 04 F350. So the bolt hole spacing on the F350, this particular one is an 05 and up knuckle. You can see with the two brackets here, this longer bracket is for the F550 knuckles, and the shorter bracket is for the F350 knuckles. And it's about 2 1/4 inches in length difference. The hole spacing for the caliper bracket on the F350 is narrower, but on the older 99 to 04, kind of right in between. It's a little bit less than the F550, but obviously a lot bigger than the F350 05 up. So we will be coming out with a kit for the 99 to 04 stuff. We just haven't got that far yet, so I can touch on that when we get closer. But anyways, same process pretty much as the last video with assembly. You can see that the caliper bracket has a slight bend in it or cut in it, and that is to clear this inner top part of the knuckle. So the V in the notch goes inward, and the bracket will mount underneath like that, and then the spacers go in on top, and then the caliper bracket goes on top, identical to the last one. And if you haven't seen the first video we did, go ahead and go back and check it out, and it'll kind of give you a little bit better understanding of how things and how the components go together. But whether it's F550 or F350, both kits are going to use the identical same rotor, same caliper, and same brake pads. So, and it's going to be that way onto the 99 and 04, we're hoping. Again, haven't got that far into that. We got a lot going on right now. So anyways, let's just go ahead and throw this together real quick so people can see how it goes together. It's very, very straightforward. This particular knuckle has 5/8 holes for the caliper brackets, and the F550 has 3/4. So there is a difference in that. So just make sure that when you're ordering, you order the right kit for your application. But anyways, caliper bracket, like I said, goes underneath like so. Bolts going from the top down. And like the last video, all the hardware will be grade 8, and the nuts are prevailing torque nuts. So as you tighten them down, they're in essence a lock nut without the nylock. So you don't have to worry about them coming loose. Okay, 5/8 bolts, 15/16. caliper bracket secured. And I want to mention, the last video I showed you a couple different areas where you might have to relief the knuckle. This one had some pretty heavy casting on it, so I just took a flapper disc and just ever so slightly took that casting off, and it cleared the spacers. And that's really what it's for, is when the spacers get in tight right here, if that casting's heavy, they will hit. So when you get the kit, just do some pre-assembly and just make sure that your spacers don't hit any casting marks on the knuckle. So anyways, next will be the caliper. Comes with 3/8 hardware, the spacers. So go ahead and throw the rotor on, slides down on, set that in there right there. This one's a little bit more tricky than the 05. Oops. The 05 stuff you could put together as one setup, because the holes are wider than the 99 or the F350. On the F550, they're about 2 1/4 inches wider, so you can actually drop the bolts down in and have this whole assembly put together. But with the F350 stuff, obviously you can see that, I'll show you. On top here, the edge of the rotor just won't allow you to slide those bolts down, so you will have to be patient with it, but you can get it. There we go. Okay, there's one. And again, 3/8 hardware from the bottom. Spacer in between the caliper and the bracket. And the nut goes on the inside. Oop. Sorry, my hands are big and it's taken a minute to get that nut on there. Okay, here we go. 3/8 bolts, 9/16 wrench. Like so. Caliper mounted, and then Willwood pads slide in like so. Retaining pin, and bend it over so it can't come out. Again, got to be a little bit patient with putting the 3/8 hardware in. It's definitely not as easy as the F550 knuckles, but that's pretty much it. Just wanted to show you guys the actual install on an F350 05 and up Ford Dana 60 knuckle. And again, if some people are wondering what the difference is, 99 to 04 knuckles have the ear of the caliper bracket comes heavily into the center of the knuckle, and the sheer size of it. These are a lot smaller than the 99 to 04 stuff. You can see it almost fit inside there. But anyways, we'll be coming up with a brake kit for the 99 to 04 Dana 60 F350 knuckles. These are actually on F250s and the Dana 50s as well. So still a solid option for off-road. The unit bearings will not accept a 35 spline stub shaft from the factory, but you can machine the inside of the unit bearing out to accept a 35 spline stub shaft, and you can either run regular ball joints, ball joint eliminators, all that stuff is a solid option, but these are a good option for off-road as well, or you're just limited to a couple different axle shaft sizes. You can't run the big bell RCV stuff and these smaller ones. And there's some other stuff, but we won't get into that right now. Just wanted to show you the differences if you are wondering, and in the future will we have a brake kit for these knuckles. Anyways, just wanted to run down that, and keep an eye out on the website for the brake kits. They will come with all the hardware, 2 rotors, 2 calipers, a set of pads, spacers, and the mounting brackets. So hopes this helps people with assembly when they get their kits. And as always, subscribe, comments, and any products that you run of ours, please jump on the website, leave reviews. We'd love to hear from you. All right, guys, take care.